Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. This is a form of puja that Dr. Pillai taught to myself and Raja Malloy many, many years ago, and I'm very happy to be sharing that with everyone in this program. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. Very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained there is a divine light being associated with all of the planets and stars. And in doing the puja, we are connecting with those light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and into our world. To do the puja, I have used the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a blackboard that's laying flat on a little side table here. I also have some water, a lit tea light, a bell, a raisin, an incense stick, and a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'm going to use during the puja. To start, I take the water and I sprinkle some water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja. I sprinkle some water on top of myself to symbolically purify me. And I'm sending a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, everyone is purified for the puja. Next, we start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all the participants now and always. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba. Next, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements that are active in my local area. Today is Wednesday, which is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is still in Ardra. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, the moon is in the 8th waxing moon phase, called Ashtami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ashtami Devye Namaha. Om Ashtami Devye Namaha. Om Ashtami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area right now, that is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said we would not use flower petals for them. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Sobhana, which has energies that are gorgeous. Sobhana, Sobhana, Sobhana. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Bhava, which has energies of creativity. Bhava, Bhava, Bhava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. At the moment, the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC, the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area, is in the sign of Misha, or Aries, which is ruled by Mars. Dr. Pillai said we would start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture for its importance to us at the moment. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Today in Aries is Rahu, Venus, and Uranus. We start with honoring Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Excuse me, Rahu today is in Ashwini, a star that has energies for speed and healing. We honor Ashwini star, and I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who are sometimes called the physicians to the gods, as they have so much healing energy. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Swamini star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we're going to honor Venus and Uranus together. They're in the same star, so we will honor both of them before we invoke the star. I put the flower petals first on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Both Venus and Uranus are in the star of Bharani. This is the star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti. I put the flower petals across Venus and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that helps with new technologies, and Venus, planet of joy and happiness and beauty and the arts, and Uranus, a planet that helps with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction now around the chart, starting from the ascendant. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today contains Mars and the moon. Both Mars and the moon are in the same star, so we will honor both of the planets before we invoke the star. I start with Mars, and I put flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the moon for being in Gemini. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The Mars and moon are both in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva in which he comes to destroy negativities. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign that has a great range of energies, today containing Mars, a planet that is both a healer and a protector, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also our receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu on the blackboard chart. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the air and the wind element. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can help with long-lasting success. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle. This is a star said to have great healing energies, and it sometimes is called 100 physicians. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Again, we're having a day where all three stars that are ruled by Rahu have a planet in them. Ardra has both Mars and the moon, and Swati has Ketu, and Satyabisha has Saturn. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, a zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs. Today containing Saturn, planet of patience and compassion, planet that is interested to be of service to others. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, the Sun, and Jupiter and Mercury. We start with honoring Neptune, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that can help with our pathway to enlightenment, and also with charity and with purification. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the sun for being in Pisces. I put the flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Now we're going to honor Jupiter and Mercury first before invoking this star, as they're both in the same star. I start with Jupiter and put flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the star that Mercury and Jupiter are in. They're both in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and also for travel. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati star is ruled by Pushan, an archetype who helps take care of the cows of the gods. In an agrarian culture, cows are a sign of wealth. Pushan helps take care of animals. He helps all those who are taking care of animals, and he also helps with travelers. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Mercury. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Now we honor the star. We honor the planet that rules the star, Revati, and that planet is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life, and the sun, which is our soul, and a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Mercury, planet of communication, planet of business, planet to help with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light and fire and heat to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Next, I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a small raisin, a little piece of fruit, and I circle that above the chart 3 times, offering something that represents the earth element. Later in the day, I will eat the raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, and indeed the entire world. I ask for the blessing of enlightened teachers. And I ask also for the blessing of enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do a short Q&A period. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. I see Barbara asking, which planet rules Arbundia? Arbundia is not a star. Arbundia is an archetype. There's a star called Uttar Bhadrapada, which Dr. Pillai says is good for business development. He is ruled by an archetype called Arbundia, who helps to guard treasures and valuables. And then the planet that rules Uttar Bhadrapada is Saturn. So Saturn rules Uttar Bhadrapada, and the archetype that rules that star is Arbundia. So I hope that clarifies that for you, Barbara. That was a good question. I see Katie expressing her gratitude for all the blessings that she has received today. Expressing gratitude is good for all of us to do. It's part of what humans are supposed to do. It's part of our purpose on the planet, is to be the beings that appreciate things and express gratitude for them. And that can be expressing gratitude for the sun coming up and lighting up our morning, or the stars coming out at night and being beautiful for us to see, expressing gratitude for everything that we have, the internet, the ability to come together over YouTube, gratitude for having food to eat and air to breathe. There's so many things that are happening each and every moment for us to be filled with gratitude for. And when we go into gratitude in our heart, it pushes out negative energies. You can't be angry and grateful at the same time. So expressing gratitude, Katie sets a beautiful example of that with her thank you posts that she puts in each day. When we express gratitude, we're opening our heart, and it allows even more blessings to flow into us. When we admire something, we are attracting it towards us. If we become jealous of something, if we become jealous of somebody's manifesting or, winning or something like that, then we push that away from us. Jealousy pushes away, and admiration helps draw something to us. So these are things that help us to remember to stay in a positive consciousness. This is part of our job as humans in an incarnation, is to be positive and grateful and thankful, and to admire the success of others, to be happy for others when they have a win, to be genuinely rejoicing for them. So thank you, Katie, for setting a good example for all of us with your gratitude messages each day. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you for being here each morning. It's interesting to try to stay focused. I know sometimes I stumble a bit in making the puja. It's definitely an act of concentration to go through it and focus on all the planets and their stars and their archetypes, and the planets ruling those stars, and the planets that are ruling the various signs that have planets in them. So it's a good act of concentration, helps develop our concentration skill to do the puja together. Thank you all for making prayers for each other and prayers for our world. I really appreciate being able to start the day with a prayer group like this every morning for me. I know it's evening for some of you, but thank you so much for gathering. I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat this morning, which is fine. We don't have to have a lot of questions each day. I'm going to go ahead then and let the video play through. We do appreciate it when you like the video and when you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel to grow. And certainly our planet could use more prayer groups at this time for people praying different things. The Religion of Religions channel has many programs. We invite you to check them out. And I'm going to say namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. I'll be here again tomorrow.